Hi, I'm Jason Tushman, here to talk to you about patient acquisition again. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to talk about the 7 numbers that you need to know about your business and your patient acquisition process on a daily basis and in less than 1 minute. If you know these 7 numbers and how they integrate and work together, you'll make leaps and bounds on your profitability. So what are we going to call these 7 numbers? We're going to call these 7 numbers your key performance indicators, KPIs. What are the most important things that help move your business to the next level financially? Now we're going to break these KPIs down into units, and we're going to break them down into conversion rates. First and foremost, when it comes to units, the number one thing that you want to understand is how many leads did I get into my business today? Now, this deals with marketing, right? This is the end result of your marketing. We don't have up here clicks. We don't have up here impressions. We don't have up here rankings. That's what your marketing company should know. That's what they should be able to tell you, okay? And understand how to move those levers. All that you have time to focus on are leads. How many people came in by phone call or email that generated me a first name, last name, phone number, and a procedure of interest? Second thing I need to understand is how many of them scheduled. How many of those people scheduled an appointment to come in and see me or my practice at some date in the future? Third thing I want to understand is how many of those people attended. Of the people that scheduled with my practice, how many attended their appointment? And then obviously from attended, you want to know how many purchased. How many spent money with you on a procedure or service? So, unit-wise, for the very simple math that I'm going to use with my team every day to understand in a minute or less how we're performing in regards to our patient acquisition process, I need to know 4 things. Leads, first name, last name, phone number, procedure of interest that I got from my phone or email from my marketing. How many of those scheduled? And I want to understand this based on 3 categories: new patients, existing patients, and referral patients, because it's going to impact my conversion metrics. And so I want to be able to distinctly understand the differences. I want to know how many of the people that scheduled attended, how many showed up in my office. They're not all going to show up. So let's be realistic about that when we're talking about how to improve our patient acquisition process. And then ultimately of the ones that did show up, how many purchased. Next thing I want to understand is my conversion rate between how my leads and scheduled appointments work together. That's called my lead to schedule rate. For every 100 leads that I get, how many scheduled? Okay? With new practice marketing, generally in most elective healthcare practices, whether it's plastic surgery, cosmetic surgery, orthodontists, ophthalmologists, you're going to look at somewhere around a 45% to 50% lead to schedule rate for new patients, okay? Your existing patients, your referrals, that number is going to be a lot higher. But you're going to want to look around 45 to 50%. Next thing you need to understand is how many of my scheduled appointments actually showed up and attended their appointment, all right? That's my scheduled to attendance rate. Now, with new patients, again, just focusing on the new patient acquisition process, that number is generally going to be around 70%. If you're at less than 70%, you've got a problem with either the lead quality, or it may not be your lead quality, it may be your scheduling process, okay? So you're going to want to understand your scheduled to attendance rate and your lead to schedule rate to understand how these 3 numbers work together to drive the profitability of your business. The last thing that you want to understand is ultimately what is my attended to purchase rate. All right, what's my conversion rate on moving people from an appointment to an actual purchase? Ultimately, when you understand how all of these work together and you start to move the levers with your team under a consistent cadence of practice, you're going to improve the bottom line profitability of your practice nearly immediately. Thanks a lot for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you next time.